What time is it? It's Packard Folks at time. Hat? Check. Shirt? Check. Pants? Optional. Mug? Double check. Check us out at cafepress.com/PackardPokesat where you can get all this great merchandise and more.
Do you like Packard Pokesat and want to hear it on demand and on the go? Download the free app today at Stitcher.com. Available on iOS, Android, Nook, and iPad.
This is Packard Pokesat, and I'm poking at your news. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another live edition of Packard Pokesat. I am your immutable and unmutable host, Packard Sonic. And joining me from the far south of me is Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Somehow I don't think that song was meant for us there, Tom.
9.
Hey, Mr. Tangerine Man, what's that on your head? Is it alive or is it dead? Do you keep it on in bed? How often is it fed? We're dying to take a peek to see what's under it.
Trump, or Lord Dampnut, has been on Twitter constantly, and he's been posting a lot of crazy shit. So I'm going to show you some tweets from him, and well, one's a tweet from him, and one's a reply tweet from somebody else that I thought was very poignant. He says in his tweet, he goes, "It is a disgrace that my full cabinet is still not in place. The longest such delay in history of our country. Obstruction by Democrats," which is blatantly not true. Now, this is from somebody else that's reposted it and replied back to him. He goes, "This, of course, is demonstrably false." This is by Anthony Zerkery. He says, Clinton didn't have his cabinet in place until March 11th. George H.W. wasn't until March 17th, and Obama was not had his cabinet in place until April 28th. So, yeah, Trump, it's only February. You have several more months to get your cabinet in place. This is not a big delay. You obviously either didn't pay attention to what was going on when all this shit was going down for the other presidents, or you just didn't care. So, yeah, Trump, no cookie for you tonight.
Well, you know, Trump and reality are mixed company. He has a different relationship than the rest of us.
Yeah.
Two kind of realities.
Yeah.
Reality and Trump reality. Alternative facts.
Alternative facts.
What if there's a really bad, crummy guy who's going to jail, but I know he's innocent?
Well, Bart, your Uncle Arthur used to have a saying, "Shoot them all and let God sort them out." Unfortunately, one day he put his theory into practice. It took 75 federal marshals to bring him down. Now let's never speak of him again.
You know, the thing about conservatives, and especially the right wing, is the fact is that they have a tendency to overblow an entire situation, especially when it comes to the Freedom from Religion Foundation. In the city of Renzi, that's in Mississippi, at the brand new Veterans Memorial Garden that includes a few different flags. One is the American flag, a military flag, and the Christian flag. That would be a white design with a blue cross, blue rectangle in the corner that includes the red cross. I'm sorry, a red cross on that. Now, the problem is with this is it's illegal because this is on state properties. The thing is, though, the FFRF is getting a raw deal from the local news organizations in the area because they're saying that the FFRF is going to sue the city for over $500,000 if they don't take this flag down. That's not a true. That is absolutely not a true. They sent them a letter saying, hey, if you don't comply, then you could be sued. And here's what happened to another city that didn't comply, and they got charged over $500,000 because the fact is that they wanted to take this to court. If you want to take it to court, you're going to lose, and this is what it could cost you. But the city is not fighting the FFRF on this, and they are saying, hey, we took it down, no problem. And that's end of story. However, several news organizations, like I said, one being Fox, of course, is going around saying, hey, they're going to sue them. No, that's not going to happen. Tom, your thoughts?
Well, it's typical. They pick up the case after it's already done. They want to make a big fuss, like, oh, these anti-religious bastards, they're trying to take away our religion. They're trying to destroy small towns by suing the hell out of them, and they're just trying to make everybody not believe in God. And which is so typical is the FFRF is just trying to make a point of saying you're not allowed to do this, and we'll make a fuss if you want us to, but you could end this quietly. Yeah. And most people tend to take that option of quietly either removing the offending flags or stickers or whatnot, because they don't want to draw attention to themselves for doing something illegal. But then the media gets a hold of the right-wing media, gets hold of it after the fact and makes a big to-do about it.
Oh, yeah.
After everything's already said and done.
Yeah, because the Fox News site does not post both sides of the story, or they don't tell all the facts, but they're real news because Trump thinks they're real news.
Well, it's a predominantly Christian town, and Christians are so repressed. I mean, they're trodden upon and they're kept down. They are fourth-class citizens in the eyes of Fox News.
Yeah.
So they need to be protected from us wicked secularists.
Yeah, I know, right? Because we are so terrible people.
The godless heathens are trying to take over.
Yeah, we're just trying to take over everything. Fox, fucking get your story straight or get off the fucking air. I am so tired of of Fox fucking news being fake news. I mean, people like Alex Jones posting crap that is just fucking unbelievable. And the fact is that these people are either gullible or willfully ignorant, that they will just buy anything that they say. And it's like, oh, no, you don't know the facts. No, fucker, you don't know the facts.
Well, also, a part of it is there's those members, I think it was the mayor, who, they want to get their name in the paper. Mm-hmm. So he makes quotes like, I never dreamed of something like this would happen, and it all sound like ours. But it happened. They're trying to sue us for $500,000. Like, no, they don't want to sue you for $500,000. They want to get you to take out a flag.
Yeah, they want you to comply with the law. The law that you're, supposed to uphold. Fucking people. What? Christians, wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. No one is coming after your fucking religion. We have these laws. This is a secular country.
You know that now that Obama's out of office, now he finally has time to come get their guns.
Oh, yeah. I've been seeing shit like that, too.
Can't believe it. Don't believe it.
And tonight we have our unbelievable deity, and tonight we're covering somebody that has made an appearance on a TV show about 10 years ago, sort of, and that would be Baal. If you're a fan of Stargate, like I am, and Tom, you've seen Stargate, haven't you?
Seen it. There's like 4 different ones out there, like Stargate Atlantis and Stargate Atlanta.
Yeah. Stargate Atlanta. Stargate Atlantis, Stargate's a universe. There was actually 3, and then they made some TV or direct movies. But they had this one character on there. His name was Baal. And one of the things was that if you're familiar who Jack is, he got captured by him in the show. And he goes to Jack. He says, "My name is Baal." And he goes, like Bocce? No, not like Bocce. But in this instance, Baal is a Middle Eastern war god, and he goes by several different pronunciations, Baal being one, Baal and Baal Hadad. He was a storm god of war known as the cloud monster. So if it rains, Baal might be behind making it rain. Not really. From the humble beginnings as a storm cloud, Hadad, whatever, he grew up to occupy the top position in the Canaanite pantheon, taking charge of war and heroic action adventure. Now, his consort, Aneth, later became Astray, was the goddess of fertility and sexuality. She's also his sister, but, gods don't worry about such things. He enjoyed the top spot there. As word of Baal simply meant Lord, there were several other deities knocking around the place with this title, so some of it's not clear from ancient sources which Lord is talking about. So if you're reading the Bible, when they talk about the Lord, Maybe they're talking about Baal. Now, with one of the other handful of deities, Baal's reputation was irreversibly damaged when Jewish leaders took exception to a cult of his worshippers sneakily offering sacred prostitution in Palestine. They littered the Bible with anti-Baal messages and took him, calling him Beelzebub. Yeah, your God's Beelzebub. You know, like slang shit. You know, just being kind of a dick.
For a while, he was known as the King of Hell.
Yeah, exactly. And in the time, he became universally hated. So, yeah, so such is the power of the press. And now you know that who's to blame for everything from the ice ages to global warming. So you just blame Baal for that. What are your thoughts, Tom?
Well, like most gods, there's stories all over the place in every which direction. Some consider him a demon.
Yeah.
But he was the King of Hell. And he was a Middle East god for a while. It's just amazing how many different gods there are. And he was a prime one. And every source kind of has a different take on his story, just like every other god. But he's one of the, I guess, devil legends.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I've added this picture off to my right side here, so you can take a look at it. There's one of the ancient statues to a Baal. I should have added him sooner, but I forgot to. But but there he is. There's Baal. He's not very remarkable looking. People would make their images of their gods all the time, so it's not uncommon.
Just one of the many 1,000 takes on. I mean, how do you represent a god? I mean, it's
exactly.
Other than, of course, that they look like us.
Well, how about that? I can't imagine why any god would want to look like us. I'd make it stronger, bigger, faster, but that's me. Well, that's Baal. Just one more deity that's completely unbelievable.
While we are poking at your news, you can poke us at Facebook and Twitter, or poke us with an email at ppapodcast@gmail.com, or leave us a message at 662-709-PPAP. Join us live on YouTube/Packard Pokesat on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time. Be part of the conversation by live chatting with us during the show. Enjoy the show? Help support us by becoming a monthly patron at patreon.com/Packard Pokesat, or look awesome by buying something at cafepress.com/Packard Pokesat. No money, no problem. You can help us by sharing the show with friends and rate us on iTunes and Stitcher. For everyone that shares and rates us, you kick ass.
The Atheists,
the Bible,
and No Wardrobe, the podcast.
Wait a minute. No wardrobe? You mean we're going to be naked while we do this?
Well, seeing how I'm an atheist and I'm reading the Bible, and since clothes are flammable,
Fire!
I thought it might be a good idea to take them all off first.
Naked or not, follow along as we read, analyze, and try to keep you from falling asleep as we go through this boring-ass book.
Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spreaker. Who knows? We may even be on YouTube someday. And be sure to check out our secondary podcast, The Atheist, the Bible, and No Wardrobe. New episodes dropped yesterday. They are now dropping on Thursdays. So if you are expecting it today, well, you should already have it because it popped in here. Surprise! Surprise, surprise, surprise. It's there. So look for them on Thursdays at 7 a.m. A lot of fun with the Bible, even though the Bible is a piece of shit.
What if we pick the wrong religion? Every week we're just making God madder and madder.
Testify!
You know, the thing about Brian Fucktard Fisher is he loves to make shit up. With this latest ban that Trump tried to put through, which he was promptly defeated, because it's completely fucking illegal. Brian Fisher and the other right-wing religiotards decide, well, we're going to get in on the Donald Trump train because why not? And just make shit up.
So, Jeff, you were saying on the break that you had a question or two about the whole immigration thing.
Yeah, I do. But you pretty much answered it in that column right there. That was pretty thorough. But I guess I have another one related. I'm starting noticing a lot of people on social media and in personal life that are asking the question, would Jesus be in favor of walls or immigration and things like that? And I started wondering about that. I mean, Then we hear stuff about the pearly gate, which is some kind of entrance. The New Jerusalem, I think in Revelation 21, where he talks about a high wall, a great wall was built with 12 gates. And even Lazarus and the rich man, he fixed a chasm in between. Isn't Jesus?
Oh, wait a minute. He didn't fix that. Jesus said it's easier for a
camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter the gates of heaven.
That's the one. It was in my head. I just couldn't spit it out my mouth. So I don't understand why he thinks that he's going to be able to get in because he bridges gap so the rich man can get in. Bullshit.
I just want to throw in a side note. My daughter's always asking me because my wife is training her to be religious. You got to go to Catholic school, and I spout off prayers and verses out of the Bible, and she goes, "Daddy, how come you know so much about the Bible, but you don't believe in God?" It's like, that's why I don't believe in God, because I know so much about the Bible.
This is so true.
I don't want this to sound sacrilegious, but isn't Jesus or God the Father doing some extreme vetting on who he's allowing to spend eternity with him and who is not?
Because he loves us.
Extreme vetting. He's extreme vetting. What vetting isn't? All right, I could kill somebody right now, and I could get on my deathbed and said, "Oh, please, God, forgive me," and poof, he has to forgive you because you asked for forgiveness. So that's not a vetting process. That's nowhere near a vetting process.
He's vetting with extreme prejudice.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, that's actually a powerful analogy that Jeff is suggesting. I mean, you talk about the ultimate form of immigration.
Hey, no.
They immigrate to heaven.
No one immigrates to heaven. After you die, that's it. And for those people who think that you're going to immigrate to heaven, you're full of shit. That's not a thing. That is not a thing. That's just plain stupidity.
Earth into the kingdom in the age to come. That's the ultimate form of immigration. You migrate.
When I die, I want to immigrate to Hawaii.
I would want to immigrate to someplace warm. I live in fucking Wisconsin. I'm tired of Wisconsin winters.
To there, and you have got to have a valid entry pass.
No. What entry pass? You die. You say, "I believe," therefore you're allowed in.
How are they making this leap? I mean, what is their jumping off point to go from Donald Trump's wall around America to getting into heaven?
They have no logic. They think this is some kind of logical leap for them, but it is not a logical leap. It's just not there.
Well, they're just trying to convince themselves that Trump is doing God's work somehow. Even though Trump was the least religious of all the candidates, including Hillary.
I agree with you there, Tom, because they're trying to connect the dots between Trump, because they know he's really a horrible person, but because they're on the religious right and he's on the GOP right, they have to support him no matter what. If he went out and did, I can't even think of what it would take for them to say, "Hey, you know what? Maybe that was a bad idea to support this fucker." I have no idea what that would take.
Be let in. You can't just go in there because you want to. You've got to have a permit. You've got to be vetted, and you've got to have the right certifications.
Wait, you need a permit to get in heaven?
I guess, yeah. That's
where do you pick those up?
The local 5 and dime. Religious people say, "Oh, you get it at church and you get it the message. You start believing in God. That's your permit." No.
Let me guess what that permit costs. 10%?
10% every day or every Sunday. 10%, and it's for life.
To be able to go through the pearly gates, otherwise the gates are shut and you are on the outside. So that's actually a powerful. So yeah, would Jesus be in favor of restricting immigration?
Powerful load of crap is what that is.
Yeah, well, he was asking, would Jesus be in favor of restricting access? First off, I don't believe Jesus was real. Okay, let's just put that straight out there right off the bat. But Jesus, if he actually existed, he would be telling these fuckers, "You're fucking wrong." And I could tell you why, because this is from Mark 12, from verse 30 and 31. It says, "And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with your mind and with your strength. The second is this: love your neighbor as yourself. No other commandment is greater than these." These people are also our neighbors. Okay, these people that had the green cards that they got rejected, they have a right to live here. They've gone through the hoops to live here. They are our neighbors. And as far as the people who are, want to come here, there's another passage that's from Leviticus 19:36. And it says, "You shall treat the stranger who sojourns with you as the native among you, and you shall love him as yourself. For you were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God." So even their God disagrees with them.
Let's always make the argument. All these people who claim to be Christians, none of them are Christians. None of them have read the Bible. None of them follow what the Bible says. They can quote the Bible, but they don't do it.
Exactly. Now, some people are going to go, well, Packard, that was the Old Testament. Well, Jesus also said that he came to enforce the old laws. He didn't come to dismiss the old laws, to get rid of them. So if you're going to follow Leviticus to hate on gays, you have to follow Leviticus to allow these other people from other countries into this country. You can't say, well, I like this passage, but I don't like that one. That makes you a salad bar Christian. And I have no time for you. As Tom was saying, don't think if you're a real Christian. I know that's the logical fallacy of the no true Scotsman, but god damn, this makes you a hateful fuck.
You can't get into the kingdom of heaven without placing your faith in him. Otherwise, it's a no-go.
You just completely destroyed your own point there, fucktard Fisher. You say, well, you have to believe in him. That's it. That's all you have to require. Nothing else. According to you, anyway. That's just bullshit. That the fact is that you think that your God would say, hey, we're not going to let you in to this country because reasons.
They're trying to equivocate Trump and Jesus because, Trump is the new Messiah.
Yeah. The thing is, these fuckers are completely wrong. Again, I'm going to reiterate this because it's just for the fact is that I don't believe in Jesus. And the fact is that they're using their Bible to hate on people is just bigotry, pure and simple bigotry.
Why does everyone keep thinking I'm a troll?
And tonight we have our True or Troll segment, and Tom is going to try to troll me with headlines because this is the age of alternate facts, apparently. So these alternate facts.
I'm going to preempt this first one. It's like, everyone was worried that with Trump in office and with right wings in charge, that they would have the educational system be turned into the voucher system where everyone could go to a Christian school. But thanks to Mr. Trump, he's gotten Betsy DeVos to turn all the regular schools into Christian schools.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to happen. Oh, I could just see this losing it big time in court.
So our first headline, now that Betsy has been put in charge,
yes,
it seems the the maps of the world were not flat enough. Betsy DeVos orders immediate flattening of all school globes. What do you think of that idea?
I think that's a fake.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. But yes, it is. Brought to you by the Huffington Post.
It's a fake? It is a fake.
It's a fake.
Well, that's one so far.
It's satirical. Just shows they have a sense of humor.
Yeah, because there's all kinds of memes about how Betsy or how Ross was going to okay, Jesus rode in on a dinosaur and saved Texas.
Well, I wasn't sure because I'm not sure that she knows the difference between a globe and a map. It's like, who believes in homeschooling? Betsy DeVos. Let's put her in charge of regular schools.
Yeah.
Trump. If we find out Putin tried to hack our election, we'll build a high firewall and force Russia to pay for it.
No, that's a fake. That's a fake.
Well, you don't think Trump thinks a firewall is an actual wall?
No. I don't think he has any idea what a firewall even is.
But he knows everything. That is a fake brought to us by Newslow.
Newslow. Yeah, those guys are good for fake news. I'm surprised Trump hasn't gone and started getting news from them.
Well, here we got Betsy DeVos again. And her plans for educating America. Betsy DeVos plans to establish a national TV program designed to cure gays through television.
I'm gonna have to go fake again. This doesn't sound like it's a real.
How can you tell? Have you heard her talk?
No, I've heard her talk. She's like, well, the bears. This one school's got the bears because, well, we gotta have guns in school because bears.
You're correct. That's another one, Ross. Those tricksters at Newslow. Slow.
News low.
News low.
News low. That's 3 so far.
Okay. Now we're back to Trump.
All right, another Trump one.
Secret Service adds emotional protection division to safeguard Trump's psyche.
If only. No, I'm going to say a no on this one too.
Oh, the onion can't trick you, huh?
You can't trick me with the onion.
Let's move to his kids.
Okay.
Kellyanne Conway gives Ivanka Trump's line a free commercial from the White House press briefing room.
Now that one's a true.
That is true. You heard it, huh?
That one is a true because it's been like all over the news.
I thought you were working all the time.
I am working all the time. What do you think I'm doing?
Pay attention to the news.
I'm like checking.
How am I supposed to fool you if you're paying attention to stuff?
I know, right? But that one is a true.
That is a true one from the week.
Yes. Was that all 5, Tom?
That was all 5.
All right. Nice.
Got 5 out of 5.
Yay. 100% for me.
But those fake ones are pretty. I was like, are you sure this is fake? Especially the flatten the globe one.
Yeah. You got to. This is why you got to keep your news nose sharp, because with this administration, there's no telling what the bullshit that's going to come out of it. So you got to keep sharp, people. Got to keep sharp. Anyway, next week we were planning on doing another debate, but we're not prepared really. we have other issues.
Still trying to figure out what a debate is.
Exactly. It's like we talk, you talk, and who wins? I don't know. How do you do that? So next week we're going to be back with our regular longer show, and at the end of the month we're going to be our Okay, Let's Talk, where we actually are going to discuss debates. So the show will be open for everybody to join us. I'll put a link in the chat room so people can come and join us in the chat room, and we can all have a nice little conversation for Okay, Let's Talk for the end of the month.
To discuss the debacle that is debating.
Yes, the debates of debating.
The master of debates.
The master of debates. So we'll see you then. This has been Packard Pokes that we just poked at your news.
And that's a wrap.